I have problems in PTE read aloud. I'm not sure what is the ideal speed with which I need to speak. What is the ideal time with which I need to finish the read aloud? Can I really go with one line? Can I skip the difficult words? What are the new changes in 2025? Well, if you are bombarded with all these questions, then trust me, today's video is the one that gives you complete insights on PTE read aloud as far as 2025 is concerned. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here, yet again from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome per-packed video on PTE Read Aloud Masterclass 2025 tips and complete practice, and all in all in just 15 minutes. Well, at least I hope so. Well, before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Also to tell you, recently we released our second official ebook as well. The first was PTE Speaking Cheat Code. Second is PTE Reading Cheat Code. Both of it, trust me, they're doing wonders. They're creating magic. A lot of students have already bought it and they've personally texted me that it was worth going for a try. If you don't want to miss out on this, then at the moment we have kept it for a very nominal fee. Links are in the description. You can buy the combo and avail some discount. You can avail probably 1500 collocations, reading skill improvement, vocabulary, strategies, grammar, each and everything. So don't miss out on this. The link in the description. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. Today in this video, we're going to learn about the strategies of the entire read aloud, the ideal time to finish the read aloud, the mistakes what people end up committing in the read aloud, the one line truth in the read aloud, and towards the end I'm gonna give the complete practice wherein we both together practice some 5 to 6 read alouds before we end the video. So this is how the read aloud looks like in the exam. Look at the text below. In 40 seconds you must read aloud as naturally and as clearly as possible. You have 40 seconds to read it aloud. In the beginning, some 35 to 40 seconds will be given for you to prepare. During that time, the mic that you wear will be completely off. You can speak whatever you want, you can do, and once the 40 seconds or 35 seconds is done, there will be a beep sound indicating the mic is now on. Immediately start speaking. But let's say you don't speak for the first 3 seconds. The 4th second microphone will turn off, indicating that silence detected, and now you have to click the next button and move on to the next question. Remember, there is no previous button for the entire PTE module. 6 to 7 questions will appear in the exam. You can expect 35 minimum, 30 to 35 marks to speaking from this section, and since it's a reading skill, because you got to read, it also contributes some 30 to 35 marks towards your reading as well. It's an integrated module. Most important module, contributes marks to both speaking and reading. Let's talk about how you're evaluated with respect to PTE Read Aloud. It's a 5 for fluency, 5 for content, 5 for pronunciation. Remember, they're all in the race, but only one person will always win the race, isn't it? So it's a fluency that always wins the race over the content and pronunciation. Now we'll understand what is fluency, what is content, and what is pronunciation. Let me start from the pronunciation. Pronunciation is not exactly about how you pronounce the word. See, pronunciation is something that we've already accustomed to. All of a sudden we cannot change it. Well, if you change it, well and good. If you're not able to change, also well and good. Make sure whatever you speak, software understands. Meaning whatever you speak, someone of your friend, someone who listens to it, understands. If you speak like this, then nobody will understand. So pronunciation, as in they're not giving priority to the actual accent, they're giving priority to the clarity. So open the mouth a bit more and speak in a way that whoever listens to it will be able to understand. What about content? Content is not a high priority thing, meaning 1 or 2 words here and there you misinterpret, meaning you speak something else. So 1 or 2 words you skip, or 1 or 2 words you misinterpret, or 1 or 2 words you add. It should not be a big problem as long as you stick to 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. If you're making more number of changes, more number of words you're missing out, then the content marks will go down. As long as you miss out on this 1 or 2, absolutely fine, meaning content is not a high priority when compared to the fluency. So having said about the pronunciation and the content, now we will understand what is fluency. Remember, fluency is that rhythmic speed. That rhythm, that constant speed should be there no matter whatever the text is. You go in a rhythm, you get the marks, meaning your speed should be constant. It's like driving in a highway. You go at 60 km per hour. keep going at 60 only. Don't have to increase it to 80, 90 and then sometimes 30, 40. Of course, when there are speed breakers, when there are humps, totally fine, you can apply brake. Meaning if there's a comma, full stop, or whenever you feel like you want to take a breath, then it's okay, you can give a small break and continue. But the rhythm is the one that decides your scores. This rhythm is not about going very fast. This rhythm is also not about going very slow. It's about going at a comfortable speed. Whatever the speed with which you talk to your friend. The same way, here, you feel that software is your friend and speak. You're going to get the scores. On the other hand, you believe the software guy, he is not my friend, he is going to completely devastate me, I'm gonna hate him, then marks will not come. So basically what Fluency is, no fumbles, add naturality, no hesitation, no intonations, intonation meaning up, down, not going very fast, not going very slow, and have a natural, comfortable speed. Having said about the Fluency content and pronunciation, let's quickly move on to the strategies of read aloud. What is the basic tips and tricks here? Meaning if I just follow that, I should be able to get a very good score. The number one strategy is to skip the difficult words. Not all the words, 1 or 2 or max 3 and not more than that. Now, when you skip the words, make sure you don't fumble, make sure you don't give that break. Because when you skip, you need to think and skip. That additional break should not be there. It should be swift. For instance, in this paragraph, overwhelmed is a little tricky for you. Meaning if you speak this, possibly you may fumble. If that is a thought you are getting, then I'll show you how you can skip this. I'm going to start from the middle. However, this constant connectivity comes at a cost. Many people feel by the never-ending stream of notifications and messages, which can make it difficult to focus at I skip this word, overwhelmed, in a way that whoever listens to it who do not have this text will not even know that I skipped a word. In that way, you need to master. In this way, you skip, marks will come. If you skip in a way that software senses that you're struggling, something like, however, this constant connectivity comes at a cost. Many people feel by the never, now the marks will not come. It should be swift. There should not be fumbles, hesitations, extra pauses. Moving on, the second strategy for read aloud, I've seen this from many students, exaggerating the ending S sounds. If the word is develops, they make sure it is develops, so that the poor software understands and reacts. So boss, I've heard it enough. This is what assurance they want. All this you're not doing in the real life. Or ending ED sounds, developed, gone marks, developed. It's okay even if it is not clear. Don't exaggerate the ending S or the ending ED sounds. Marks will definitely go down. The third strategy is maintain the rhythm no matter what. What do I mean by this is, from the beginning of this video, I have been speaking at a rhythm. You just properly observe. Not considering the PTE, but considering how I'm speaking with a rhythm. If you properly observe, I'm just going at a rhythm. Technology has transformed the way we live, work, and communicate. With the rise of, hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE, same rhythm. It just comes with the practice. It's all about convincing your subconscious. No matter what, I will continue at the same comfortable, constant speed. For this has to be at a very relaxed state, like I'm at right now. You need to be very relaxed, calm, composed, colonial, and just start with it. 100% possible to get this rhythm. Moving on, the fourth strategy, let's say you made a mistake, do not come back and correct it. For example, here I'll start. Technology has transformed the way, transformed the way I don't do this. It's okay, you said transferred. It's done and dusted. You cannot correct it now. Totally fine, move on, because content is not a high priority compared to Fluency. Next, we will understand what is the ideal time to finish speaking in read aloud. Remember, the ideal time differs from question to question. Some questions are shorter, some questions will be very lengthy. But no matter what length it is, usually it will not exceed 20 seconds. Unless it is very, very lengthy. Usually it's between 10 to 20 seconds. Now we will run a timer. I'm going to speak this read aloud and let's see how much time do I take to finish this off. Technology has transformed the way we live, work, and communicate. With the rise of smartphones and the internet, staying connected has never been easier. However, this constant connectivity comes at a cost. Many people feel overwhelmed by the never-ending stream of notifications and messages, which can make it difficult to focus on tasks. You have seen how much time that I've taken. This is the ideal time. You just have to speak with a proper rhythm, natural speed. Usually it will end between 12 to 16, 12 to 17 seconds and not more than that. Meaning you don't worry about what time you should finish, you just speak like this. It will obviously, automatically, perfectly end within the actual ideal time limit. Remember this. Next we'll understand the truth behind reading one line in 2025 after so much of updates. Can I still go with one line? So what is this one line? All to all the new subscribers, new people towards PTE who don't know what one line is, let me help you with the correct answer. If this is the paragraph, reading one line sounds something like this. Technology has transformed the way we live, work and communicate. You click the next button and move on to the next question. Very easy, right? First of all, the module is very easy. On top of that, you are making it even more easier. You don't need to, isn't it? It's a very simple module. It just read full man. But can I just read small line and click next? I am not a personal fan of that. But I also know some people are getting 90 and some are getting stuck. So if you ask me, never follow this. There is always a risk with it. Person can any point of time change the code. Overnight they can code it. If a person is found not speaking full, cut down the marks. They can code it in a second and put it. So it's always risky, always risky, always risky. And also I've seen students while reading one line, they fumble once, gone case. What software thinks? One line, simple one line only, you're fumbling 1 or 2 times. If you had read the entire lines, gone case. Completely marks gone, so it's very risky. I never suggest, and these days people are getting low scores when they do this. But there are very fewer number of people are telling they've got 90 reading and speaking by reading one line. So I don't want to comment more on that. I've given you the right knowledge. So you decide. 90% of the students told me they've faced trouble after going with one line. The remaining 5 to 10% have told they've got 90. So you have the metrics. You decide if you should go with one line or not. Now we'll quickly understand the mistakes what people end up making in read aloud. Number one is fumbling. Why fumble happens? This Albert Einstein's brain is the problem. You're giving too much pressure to it. Hey, this word you have to speak perfectly. And no man, you don't speak perfectly also, it's fine, 1 or 2 words, you still will get marks. Don't become over-conscious. Let's say you're alone and you're reading a newspaper. When you read newspaper, do you fumble? Just observe this very simple funda. You never. But in read aloud, you gone case. Technology has transformed the way we live and work and communicate with the hey man. If you do this 45, 50, I have got 54, 53 in the second attempt. First attempt 62. Third attempt 74 or 75, I think 74. Fourth attempt I got 90. Because whatever the mistakes that I'm talking about, all this I've done before. You got to be very relaxed. Never fumble, never fumble, never fumble, and that's the only thing that matters. But I'm pretty sure people will only fumble because they're not understanding why they're fumbling. Don't be anxious. Go at a very comfortable speed. Technology has transformed the way we live, work and communicate. With the rise of smartphones and the internet, you can be at ease and speak imagining that you're talking to your close buddy. Nobody is there around. It's just you and your close buddy inside the computer, the AI software, and you're just conveying the information that you see on the screen to your close buddy. If this thought you inculcate and if the subconscious trusts you, believes in you, then you will do it. Otherwise, you keep fumbling, marks gone. The second mistake what people end up making is intonation. What is this intonation? Like dolphin. Sine wave. Technology has transformed the way we live, work and communicate. With the rise of smartphones and internet, staying connected has never been easier. Gone case, you speak like this, speaking you may still get 90, but reading will 100% go down. You cannot speak like this. Remember, speak in a flat tone, monotone. Right now I'm talking to you in a flat tone. I'm not giving intonations. Isn't it? When you speak naturally, you speak with a flat tone. The third mistake is the pitch issue. I've seen students struggling in the PT speaking, even if they speak perfectly. It's all only because of
the thickness of the voice.
If your voice is very thick, let's say your voice is below 120 hertz, if you're a male candidate, or if you're a female candidate and if it is below 200 hertz, then even if you speak perfectly with whatever the techniques that I told you, you may not see a good score. Most of the students who have this thicker voice, husky voice, hoarse voice, have not seen a good score. Now, how do we make sure that software catches my voice? You need to sharpen it. Don't shout. You shout, none of the words will be clearer. Let's say you're speaking like this. Technology has transformed the way we live, work and communicate. What are you going to do? Thin it. Technology has transformed the way we live, work and communicate. So download voice speech analyzer for Android or voice tools for iPhone. Open the app, click record and speak and see the pitch going above 140, 150, around 140, 150 for a male candidate, 200 and above for a female candidate. You follow this, you're going to get good scores. Now the last part of the video, we're going to practice the read aloud. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you a paragraph. You practice for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you pause the video, you speak this. Once you're done, you resume the video to see how I am speaking. Let's do this for 5 read alouds. Let's start. The camera, an indispensable contraption in the modern world, captures fleeting moments with unparalleled precision. Its intricate design involves an array of sophisticated components, including the lens, which focuses lights onto the sensor, or film, and the shutter, which regulates the duration of exposure. The bicycle, a marvel of engineering and human ingenuity, has long been an emblem of both practicality and recreation. Comprising a harmonious fusion of components such as the frame, wheels, gears, and drivetrain, it operates on the fundamental principles of balance, torque, and momentum. The laptop, an indispensable tool in the digital age, combines portability with computational power, enabling users to perform a multitude of tasks seamlessly. Featuring a sleek, compact design, it houses a sophisticated array of internal components, including the central processing unit, graphics processing unit, and volatile memory, all working in concert to ensure optimal performance. The dog, often hailed as man's best friend, is an extraordinarily diverse and adaptable species exhibiting a remarkable range of temperaments and physical attributes. With its keen sense of smell and hearing, the dog excels in roles such as search and rescue, therapy, and law enforcement. Through millennia of domestication, dogs have cultivated a deep symbiotic relationship with humans, providing companionship, loyalty, and protection. The delicate balance of nature is threatened by pollution, resource depletion, and habitat destruction, yet there is a growing global movement toward environmental stewardship and sustainability. Efforts to mitigate climate change, conserve natural habitats, and adopt renewable energy sources are integral to preserving the health and vitality of the environment for future generations. Alright, I think that's the end of it. I really hope this was an informative content. If you believe the same, like, share, and subscribe, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'm going to park the video here. This is Nakul, Nakul. Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.